Hey everybody, let's talk about a very important metric in sales. It's called cumulative sales by a date frame. Okay, it could be a week, a month, a quarter, or a year. Okay, they'd like to know what their cumulative sales is. Okay, and now let's take this as input and see how we can convert it into a table and get the output out of it. And then let's go to Snowflake and convert it into a SQL query to find out if we get the same answer. Okay, so first things first, let's go through our database. So a database has a table with 3 columns: day selling, meaning day 1, day 2, day 3, and it's got 3 days. And category is bottle, toys, cars, meaning day 1 cars sold for a selling price of 82 versus day 3 cars sold for 60. Okay, so this is selling price, this is the category, the selling category, and this is the day. Okay, now normally a basic calculation would be to sum this all up by day. Okay, and sum this all up by day and sum this all up by day. So that's just your basic sum function. Okay, so what ideally would happen is equal to sum, and then you'd have this value, and day 1 you sold 476, and then equal to sum, you'd have this value, and then you look, okay, so I sold 476 on day 1, okay, which starts from C2 and ends in C7. On day 2, which starts at C8 and ends at C18, I've sold only 42, and there's a dip in sales. Let's see what happens for day 3. And then day 3 there's a little bit increase in sales. So this is one way of finding out the total sales per day. Okay, and what cumulative sum does is it adds this value and it adds this value and it shows here. Okay, and here it adds this value and this value and this value. Okay, so for instance equal to this plus this is your cumulative sum for day 2. It's a combination of day 2 and day 1. Here your cumulative sum would be addition of all these 3, so that would be equal to this plus this. Okay, now we're going to learn how to get this done in Snowflake. Okay, so in Snowflake you have your regular sum function here, and sum of selling price, and then you group it by a specific day, you get the sum. Okay, and then here you use something called window function. You sum your selling price over, and then we're going to order it by date ascending, and then that should give us what we want. Okay, so before we go into the code, I'd like to say thank you to this tableconvert.com. This is where I paste my data from here, and then it automatically creates a table for us, and does insert query for us, and I just go here and paste it. Okay, I'll show it to you folks. So I'm here, it's called sales table. So I'm just going to do a control A, control C. The data is already placed here, so I'm going to go here and paste it here, and I'm just going to add create or replace table. The reason I'm adding replace is because for testing purposes I've already created this table, so that's why I'm replacing it with a new table. And just like that, we have our query ready. And then it's called the sales table. So let's see what's in our sales table. So select star from sales table. Okay, we have our day selling, category, and selling price. So let's see if that's the same. So we have day selling, category, and selling price. We have the same thing. Now let's get this piece of the puzzle. So that's just simple. What we do is we take this query and we just do a day underscore selling comma sum selling price as selling price underscore sum, and then we group it by day selling. Okay, and when we hit enter, for day 1 we get 476, for day 2 we get 422, for day 3 we get 430. Okay, and we get the same numbers here. Next step is to get this one, which might look a little complex, but it's actually easy. Okay, so what we have to do is add this to this and then add these two numbers to this. Okay, so let's go get our query. So our query starts here and I'll explain you what happens. Okay, so this is our inner query. I just took this query and I put it as an inner query and I call it as the base table. Okay, and then what I do is I select the day selling from here and I select the selling price from here, and what I do is I write that window function here, order by day selling ascending. Now day selling ascending, one comes first, 2 comes second, 3 comes third. So we've got the order correct here. And here we say rows between unbounded preceding and current row. What that means is for this row, this is the current row and this is the preceding row. Okay, for this row, this is the current row and these two are preceding rows. Okay, so that's all we have to do. And once we do that, we just have to type in from base table. Okay, and we just have to run it, and then we get day 1 476, day 2 898, day 3 1328. Okay, just like that we get all these cumulative sum numbers. Now we can also partition by bottle, toys, cars, mobile. So let's say day 1 bottle 97, day 2 bottle 89. I'd like to know only 97 plus 89. That's possible as well. All you have to do is before order by, you have to partition by category and you'll get that answer as well. And when you visualize this, your boss is going to be very happy.